Hello everyone, welcome to Reactify Labs. Today we will talk about data warehousing. Mm, See, data warehousing, right? Okay, so uh, what is data warehousing? I am not sure if I'm able to explain it using some real life example because everything is data warehousing. We store large chunks of data at a warehouse and it is called data warehousing. That's it. Okay. Let's first see the structure that we are going to follow today. So first we will talk about what data warehousing is. Then we will see what are the different types of data warehousing or data warehouses. Okay. Next we will see the architecture of data warehousing. Then we will talk a little about ETL process. ETL is I think exchange, transform, load, something like that. Yeah. Next we will talk about benefits of data warehousing. We will see the challenges associated with data warehousing. Next, we will see the tools which are used for data warehousing. What are the trends in data warehousing? And what are the considerations for implementing data warehousing? So, this is what we are going to discuss today. So, let's start. So, data warehousing is a comprehensive process which encompasses the collection, storage, management, and analysis of data from various sources. So, it's a process which encompasses collection, storage, management, and analysis of data. And what kind of data? The data that we gather from various sources. Okay. So data warehousing involves creating an integrated and optimized environment for business intelligence and strategic decision making. So basically, every data or actually data from every source it's stored at one place. Okay, data warehouse, and then we perform something on it. Like we try to make sense out of that data. Okay, so this is what data warehousing involves: creating an integrated and optimized environment for business intelligence and strategic decision thinking. The critical role of data warehousing lies in its ability to empower organizations with actionable insights. So, whatever output we get by applying some algorithm on this data, it should be actionable. Like it should tell us that, okay, this data is telling us this, let's act upon it. It's like, for example, a particular sale is going good, or some strategy or some decision that we made, it's plummeting our stock price. So, take actions based on that. Okay. By consolidating data from diverse sources, it acts as the backbone for informed decision making, strategic planning, and gaining a competitive edge in the dynamic business landscape. Okay, now let's talk about the types of data warehouses. First one is enterprise data warehouse. The enterprise data warehouse is a comprehensive repository designed to cater to the entire organization, consolidating data from disparate sources across various departments and business functions. Its role is usually in consolidation hub. It centralizes data from diverse sources, breaking down silos. Unified analytical environment. Unified analytical environment. It fosters a centralized platform for data storage, processing, and analysis. And what are the benefits? So the benefits that we get from this is we get cross-departmental insights. Cross-departmental insights. Next is holistic decision making. Holistic decision making. So it supports comprehensive decision making by offering a unified data landscape. So this is the role of it and this is the benefit of it. Okay. So this was one type of data warehouse, which was enterprise data warehouse. Another type is called data mart. Data mart. So data marts are specialized subsets of enterprise data warehouse, tailored to meet the specific needs of individual department or business units. So it is basically of focused nature. It addresses the unique requirements of a particular business unit or department, and it provides customization. Okay, so this is the characteristics of it. It provides, or actually the benefits of it is agile. Agility is one of the benefits. It enables quick access to relevant data without overwhelming users, and also it is user friendly. It tailors data to specific user groups, ensuring a user friendly experience. Next type of data warehouse is operational data store. Operational data store. So the operational data store is a real-time database supporting transactional processes, providing up to the moment data for operational decision making. And what is its role? It provides real-time data updates. And it provides operational decision support. So it facilitates continuous data updates and thus ensures real-time accuracy, and it offers immediate access to the most recent data for operational decisions. And what are the benefits it provides? First one is symbiotic relationship. So it's complementary to traditional data warehousing. It works symbiotically with traditional data warehousing. And next is data quality and consistency. It presents challenges in maintaining real-time data quality and consistency. Okay. Let's talk about the architecture of data warehousing. So basically it's a three-tier architecture. It's a three-tier architecture. First one is called presentation layer. This is the user interface or the front-end layer where users interact with data visualization tools and reports. Second is application layer. It manages business logic, data transformation, and coordination between the presentation layer and the data layer. And here comes the data layer. So it's the backend layer where data is stored and managed in the data warehouse. So basically, the application layer is kind of like a middleware between presentation layer and data layer. Okay. Next, let's see data warehouse appliances. So integrated hardware software solutions designed for optimized data warehousing performance. These are data warehousing appliances. So basically it's a three-tier architecture. So this is also a part of architecture. So second is data warehouse appliances, like the integrated hardware and software solutions which are designed for optimized data warehousing performance. And next is cloud data warehousing. These are all part of the architecture of the data warehousing. Okay, so basically it's not like this, it's actually this. Okay, and cloud data warehousing. So why data warehousing appliances? So what they do is they provide streamlined implementation, often pre-configured for specific data warehousing tasks. Uh, it provides enhanced performance due to hardware and software optimization. And what is cloud data warehousing? It's a paradigm shift where data warehousing solutions are hosted and managed in the cloud. Its advantages are scalability, which allows for storage and processing of large volumes of data, cost effectiveness with pay as you go pricing models, so you don't have to pay if you are not using it, and accessibility and collaboration from anywhere with just an internet connection. Now let's talk about the ETL process. Okay, actually E stands for extract, I think, if not exchange. Not exchange, it's extract. Yeah. I apologize for saying exchange in the beginning, but yeah, X is same, so it's fine, I believe. Extract, transform, load. So let's talk about ETL process. So first step is E. Extract means retrieval of data from variety of sources, including databases, logs, external APIs, and anything else, like anything that can provide data. We can extract data from there. So it's of two types: internal and external. Internal and external. So extracting data from within the organization's operational system is internal extraction, and collecting data from external sources, vendors, or partners is external data extraction. Next step is T. So transform. So transform has variety of steps, sub steps actually. First step is data cleaning. Identifying and handling inconsistencies, errors, and missing values in the extracted data. Next is data validation. Ensuring data accuracy and integrity through validation rules and checks. And next comes structuring the data. So formatting and organizing data to meet the structure and requirements of the data warehouse. Okay. And third step is load. Inserting the transformed data into the data warehouse is done in the loading step, ensuring data consistency and adherence to the data model. It may involve additional processes such as indexing for optimized querying. Okay. Now let's talk about the benefits of data warehousing. Benefits. So first one is data driven decision making. Because we have data, we have to use data for decision making. Data driven decision making. So empowering organizations to base decisions on accurate and timely data, providing decision makers with insights into operational and strategic aspects of the data. So whatever data provides, we will use that for making our decisions. Next is trend identification. Analyzing historical data to identify trends, patterns, and performance over time comes under trend identification. It facilitates strategic planning based on the historical insight. So let's say history tells us that in winter, sale of a particular item increases. So we will try to we will hope that yes, this winter also the same trend will follow. So we will increase our inventory so that our sale is good and we get good profit. This is one particular example. There are a lot of other things in which trend identification can help. It can go other way around as well. Let's say we know that sale of a particular item decreases a lot during the winter. So we'll not do the manufacturing of that, or we will just try to clear our stock, right? Next is unified view. Bringing together data from disparate sources for a cohesive and comprehensive view, it improves the quality and consistency of organizational data. Now let's talk about the challenges that come with data warehousing. First one is accuracy and consistency. Ensuring that data in the data warehouse is accurate, consistent, and free from errors is a challenging task. Implementing data quality checks and validation processes are some things which we need to do to overcome these challenges. Next challenge is diverse data sources. So managing the complexity of integrating data from various sources with different structures and formats is also a very challenging task. So we need to implement effective data mapping and transformation strategies, because it's possible that when different sources contribute their data, each of these may have different structures. So keeping them all together and following a particular format becomes very difficult. So we need to do some pre-processing on them before we store them for our use. Next comes investment considerations. Assessing the cost associated with hardware, software, personnel, and ongoing maintenance is also one of the considerations that we should think while implementing data warehouse. This will help us know if we should have our own data warehouse or if we should outsource our data warehousing, because it's possible that the cost of maintaining is going to be much more than what benefit we are getting from the data warehouse. So balancing the benefits of data warehousing against the financial investment is important. Okay. Now let's talk about the tools used in data warehousing. So there are some ETL tools, extract, transform, load, which we can use. The popular choices are, so ETL tools. So popular choices for that are, first one is Apache NiFi. It's an open source tool for orchestrating data flows across diverse sources. Next is Informatica. It's renowned for data integration, featuring data quality and transformation. There is something called Microsoft SSIS, SQL Server Integration Services. It's integrated with Microsoft SQL Server, suitable for Microsoft ecosystem enterprises. And next is Talent. It's a user-friendly open source platform for ETL processes. So while choosing which tool to use, we should consider organizational needs and data complexities. So the tool choice should align with specific organizational requirements and compatibility. And we should also consider the complexity of data sources and transformation needs in the selection process. It's possible that we go with a very high-end data warehousing tool, but our data is not that complex that we spend that much trying to maintain that, right? So that's where that quality of data and trade-off associated with spending money on that should be taken into consideration. Okay. Okay, next, this was about ETL tools. Next, talk about query and reporting tools. So for that, first one is Tableau. So it's intuitive and interactive, uh, and provides dashboards which are also intuitive and interactive for data exploration and analysis. Next is Power BI. Microsoft integrated tool creating interactive reports and dashboards. And there is another called Looker. So Looker is a platform for exploring and visualizing data directly within the analytics environment. Okay. Okay, so these are the tools which facilitate data access, and they also create visual appeal, which helps in user empowerment. User empowerment, because they empower users to access and derive insights from the data. It's good that uh, it helps users derive insights instead of just giving them data that, see, this is the data that you have. Instead of just providing them that and telling them that derive whatever you want, these tools pre-generate some reports, some insights which can help user. Okay. And effective communication. It emphasizes visually appealing reports and dashboards for effective communication. Next, we have some data visualization tools. Data visualization tools. So first one would be D3JS. So it's a powerful JavaScript library for dynamic and interactive web-based data visualizations. Next is Plotly. So it's capable of creating interactive plots and charts for data representation. And third one is the most popular that we all have heard of or must have used it. It's Matplotlib. So it's a Python library for generating static, animated, and interactive visualizations. So what they do is they convey complex information, they add interactivity to visualizations for richer user experience, and they simplify the understanding of complex information for diverse audiences. Okay. Next, let's talk about the real world applications. Real world applications. Um, First one would be in retail analytics. In retail analytics, data warehousing is used for inventory management, so data warehousing enables retailers to optimize inventory levels by providing real-time insights into stock levels, demand patterns, and supplier performance. Next thing is customer insights. So retailers can analyze customer purchasing behavior, preferences, and demographics, tailoring marketing strategies and promotions for better customer engagement. And next comes sales forecasting. So through historical sales data and trend analysis, data warehousing assists in accurate sales forecasting, helping retailers streamline production and inventory planning. Okay, next we'll talk about the real world application of data warehousing in healthcare analytics. Healthcare analytics. So, first one in which this is very helpful is patient care optimization. Patient care optimization. Data warehousing enhances patient care by providing uh, a unified view of patient data, enabling healthcare providers to make informed decisions about treatment plans, medication, and resource allocation. Analysis of healthcare data within the data warehouse supports disease management, outcome prediction, and resource optimization, contributing to overall operational efficiency. Next is financial analysis. Financial analysis. So, in this, first one is financial reporting. So, data warehousing streamlines financial reporting processes, consolidating data from various sources, various financial systems to generate accurate and timely financial statements. Next is risk management. By analyzing historical and real time data, financial institutions use data warehousing for risk assessment and management, helping identify potential threats and mitigate financial risks. And the third one, very common, fraud detection. Data warehousing plays a crucial role in fraud detection by analyzing patterns, anomalies, and transaction histories to identify suspicious activities and potential fraudulent transactions. Okay, so let's say every month you have been spending $1,000 and suddenly you start spending $10,000. So these kind of transactions are marked as flagged. Let's say you live in US and suddenly your card is used for some purchase in Australia. This is also marked as a fraudulent transaction, because generally what happens is banks block these kinds of transactions even though you are doing it, just for the sake of your security of your bank. And then you call them to tell them that yes, it's you who is using it and they should unblock it. So it's helpful even in cases like if you, let's say your card is compromised and somebody in some other country is using that, or using it in your country for some what do you say that unusual transaction which you usually don't perform. So these kinds of detections are performed or enabled by data warehousing. Okay, let's talk about some of the trends in data warehousing. Hmm, okay, trends. First one is big data integration. The integration of big data technologies with data warehousing allows organizations to harness the power of large and diverse datasets. This includes the incorporation of Hadoop, Spark, and other big data frameworks for comprehensive analytics. Next is machine learning integration. Machine learning integration. The integration of machine learning within data warehouses enables advanced analytics, predictive modeling, and automated decision making. Machine learning algorithms can identify patterns, trends, and anomalies in large data sets. And real time data warehousing. As businesses demand faster insights, real time data warehousing allows organizations to analyze and act on data as it is generated. This is especially critical for industries where real time decision making is important, such as finance, telecommunications, and e commerce. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the considerations for implementing data warehousing. So, if we have to implement our own data warehouse, what should we consider? Considerations for implementing data warehousing. First one is scalability. Scalability in data warehousing involves designing systems that can handle increased data volumes and user loads. Considerations include hardware scalability, database design, and the ability to accommodate future growth seamlessly. Next comes security measures. Data warehousing requires robust security measures to protect sensitive information. This includes encryption, access controls, audit trails, and compliance with data protection regulations such as GDPR or HIPAA, and user training. Successful implementation of data warehousing involves providing comprehensive training to end users. This includes educating users on accessing, querying, and interpreting data within the warehouse. Training programs may cover tools, query languages, and best practices for effective utilization. So, I know this video was only theory, but what can I do? That's what this data warehousing is. And it's a really long video, but I have covered almost everything there is to know about data warehousing. So I hope this gives you a good idea about data warehousing. um, what are the different types of data warehouse, what is ETL process, what are the benefits of data warehousing, what are the tools and technologies, what are the challenges that come with data warehousing. If you have to implement your own data warehouse, what considerations you should keep in mind. So yeah, with this I would say that's it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.